So you're not talking to many parents, right?
No, I am talking to a lot of parents, and yeah, they all laugh at me, but I'm like, you can do it. I was a single parent. My daughter's 21 now, but I raised her from 2.5, almost 3 years old to adulthood by myself.
You were apparently a young parent because you look way too damn young to have a 21-year-old.
Yeah, I was 23 when she was born.
Good
You know,
lord.
I'm 44. Yeah. And I didn't have a cushy job. You know, I was working retail, and I worked retail full time and part time, and went to school to become a teacher. And there were crazy nights where I didn't get home until 2 o'clock in the morning. My poor mother had to sit at my apartment while my daughter slept and twiddle her thumbs until I could get home, because, you know, it's just what we had to do. But I I learned, and that's what I say to everybody, that you can find the time if you really want to, and that's what it's about. If this is a goal, a thing that you really want to see done, then you find the time to do it. And 1 hour is not a hard ask.
Well, you entered into actually a very interesting territory in that it's what makes someone do this? Like, what's the thing that, frankly, pushes someone? We talked a little bit about the psychology that people have, the kind of self-limiting beliefs, but I mean, it feels like there has to be more than just a desire to write or desire to have this thing that is what really pushes somebody. Like, is there intrinsic motivation that you find, or that you find with the more successful clients you have, like something that just, it's this one thing almost across the board makes people cross the finish line over somebody else?
I think overall, they have a passion for storytelling. And I don't mean that in the writing sense. I mean that in they want to tell people stories and entertain them. That's a more general one. Localized, the most successful people that I've worked with so far, which, you know, I am a smaller company and I work with a niche within a niche within a niche. So, um, but the most successful people I've worked with and talked with on a semi regular basis, they all have a drive, and that drive is a quality. You know, they want to hand people, their customers, their fans. It's not about, I have a message. It's not about, I just want to tell cool stories. They have a thing in their head that they want to hand to people that is the very best that comes from them. And it's weird. It's almost like a musician in that regard. The music, you want to see somebody hopping up and down, nodding their head, tapping their foot, getting into the sound. Those people who want to hand someone a book that they are confident that they're going to read through and go, whoa.
Where's the next one?
Yeah, exactly. Those are the ones that really succeed. The people, it's not that there's anything wrong with it, don't get me wrong. The ones that have a message.
And by the way, I say success like in a very, we're looking at a success like from a coaching standpoint, as you define what success means to you. Honestly, there's people that even if the book never got published, just having written it may be the biggest thing they've ever accomplished in their life.
That was my first trilogy. I just wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book. I always thought I would. My mother called me, said that she thought I would be the Jack Kerouac kind of kid that just wandered off one day and came back 6 years later after having traveled the world. And I never did, but she always thought I would. And I limited myself at that point. But when I did write The Tales of Halcyon, I just wanted to write The Tales of Halcyon. I didn't care if it sold. And I didn't even market it. The few times that I did, I talked about the world. I'm like, this is a fantasy story and it's lots of fun. And that's all I said.
It's funny that you say that, because there's a thought that I always keep in my head, and it's the reason I do this now is because I didn't start. I went to college and started instead of like leaving to pursue music. Like I chose the safe way because that was just what was expected of me at the time, and it was lackluster, really half-hearted attempt at anything. I didn't do poorly by the end of it, but like really, all I wanted to do was create music. And in retrospect, I should have done that when I was young and pretty. Would have had better luck than trying to do it after college with lots of debt and a lot of baggage.
Yeah, fair. Very fair. Yeah, when I had a kid, I had to rationally do what was best for my family. You know, I had to make sure I was making money before anything else. And I got so stuck in that dogma that I put all of the passion aside until I reached a point where I was just like, I can't not do it anymore. It's been there for so long. I have to answer it.
And what I think is needs to be noted about the passion is that when things get tough, it's real hard to get through those nights of that job that you hate. But when it's something that you're passionate about, you'll chase it down like a rabid dog and find a way to do it. Like the passion to do anything.
And get 3 hours of sleep and have to get up and go to work.
Yeah, 3 hours of sleep and oh my god, I have an idea to put down. I was way easy, way easier. You're not going to stop yourself from doing that.